Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. As we all know about the Mililani mauka wildfires that have been starting since last week, Monday. Mililani is a town the next town from Wahiawa, so it's pretty near. We can see the smoke sometimes, but it's like 7 days already. I think, hopefully, it's almost out because this morning I didn't see any smoke coming from the Mililani mauka mountain range. But hopefully it's all contained today. I give large credit to the military personnel that have been going back and forth with those Chinooks, huge buckets of water in these helicopters and dropping water on top of the fire. A lot of hard work, and I can't imagine. They have to be pretty accurate with that too. They can't be just dropping it on like spots that don't have fire, and you have to have it all calculated in your head, and you have to watch out for all kinds of things. So those brave men and women that are doing that, we don't need another Lahaina wildfire. So that was very tragic. And nowadays, when I see wildfires in Hawaii, I'm a little bit more scared, worried. Because, before we used to see them all the time, and I didn't worry about it. But because of the Lahaina fire, we have a little bit more like PTSD, and like hopefully it doesn't get that bad. So the smoke has been pretty bad where we live. I guess the wind just comes to our area, and like for the past 6 days, the smoke was kind of filling our inside of our bedroom. And when we woke up, it was really thick, the smoke. Oh man! Because if I close the windows, I cannot sleep. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna suffocate or something. So, and we don't turn on the aircon because our aircon is really old. And even if we have the air purifier, it doesn't really do the trick of getting the smoke out. So for 4 or 5 days, I guess it's because the smoke that's been filling in our room and we've been inhaling it. It's like we get like sinus pressure, pain, and headaches going on, and some chest discomfort. And it's like my heart has like been acting weird. And it's not only my heart, even my husband was like, oh yeah, my heart been feeling weird too. And I was like, oh man, I can feel like those extra beats, that is like arrhythmias. It's like, it beats like da-dum, 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 but then that's like normal, right? Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. But then I feel the extra da-dum, 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 and I was like, what's going on? And I can feel it, I can feel it bumping out of my chest. So I was kind of worried, but I'm pretty sure it's because of smoke inhalation. It's a lot of gases, that go in your system and through your bloodstream. So your heart is like not really happy with that extra substances coming into your body through your lungs. So when I was at work the other day, I was doing some charting. I can still feel my heart like thumping that extra beat, and it making me feel really uncomfortable. So when I took my break, I got my stethoscope because it's at work. And I listened to my heart, and I was like, okay, it's beating normally. Da-dum, da-dum. I was like, oh, here are those extra beats now. I could hear those extra beats. I don't know what's going on. And my heart sounded very loud. It was beating super loud, I hear a patient's heartbeat, and it doesn't sound that loud. It's like, but mine was something, da-doosh, 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 da-doosh. What's going on? So I was kind of worried. But then I was like, if I get worried, this is going to get worse. Because worrying is a prayer for more bad things to happen to you. So, I always try to tell people to talk to your body parts that you're worried about, you have concerns, you have aches or pains, and talk to your body parts. So I was like, oh yeah, I have to remember to talk to my own heart. So I got my stethoscope out listening. I was like, wow, you're beating nice and strong today. I was talking to my heart, and I said, Kami-sama, thank you for keeping me alive. Dear heart, thank you for keeping me alive, for beating all these years without stopping. Because if it stops, then you're dead, right? So our heart beats on an average 100,000 times a day. Can you believe that? And do we ever say thank you for that? Because if the heart stops beating, we die. And that's the things that's keeping us alive, yet always saying thank you to our hearts at the end of the day, I think it's really good to start that practice. I say thank you to my heart every single day. I only sometimes when I remember, I say thank you, but it's a good practice to say it all the time. So while I was listening to my heart, while I was giving thanks to it, I also say I'm sorry. I believe it's the smoke that I'm inhaling that's causing you to feel uncomfortable, and that's why you're kind of beating erratically in my chest. And I pray that the fire will be resolved soon, so you won't have to experience this. And arigato, thank you. And it's weird, after I did that prayer, after I talked to my heart, it's like I felt more at peace with my own body, with my own heart, that even if it's beating weird, I feel at peace. And after that, throughout the rest of the day, it's like those extra beats didn't bother me. And it kind of felt like it was getting less and less. And like yesterday, I felt almost all normal. And although with that, I could feel occasionally, very occasionally, those extra beats, but definitely I could feel them getting less and less. So, to be in a normal state of body, to be able to function normally is truly a divine blessing. And we even say it in our Grace Before meal, good health is the foundation of all things. Because when you're not healthy, you can't enjoy anything. If you have some kind of ache or pain somewhere in your body, everything else may be perfect for you, but it just won't seem perfect because of one little problem. And for that person, that one little problem is a real concern for them. So, but to be in a normal state, no aches and pains, nothing to worry about in your body, is truly wonderful. Okay. We have a karate student who went on her first 12-hour shift as a nurse's aide. So she's being taken care of by a preceptor to show things around. And she texted me this morning, and she mentioned how one patient yelled at her because she tried to help him to the bathroom, but he had all these lines connected, so she helped him to the commode instead, like a portable toilet. And he yelled at her and said, "Go home already!" So she said she felt like crying. And oh man, I remember those experiences too. It's funny. I remember the very first time a patient yelled at me, and I was so shocked because I've never been yelled at by anybody, any other stranger, right? So to be yelled at by somebody that you don't know was truly a shock for me, I remember. So I could imagine how much of a shock it must have been for her. And I just told her, well, these patients that are in the hospital, they are basically at the lowest point in their lives. And they can't sleep comfortably in their own bed. The hospital beds are not comfortable. They cannot eat their favorite foods. They have to be bothered every hour or every 2 hours at nighttime. Check vitals every 4 hours. And it's like you can't get your rest in the hospital. And these patients, they have so many things to worry about. So they are not at their optimal health condition, and they're at the lowest state in their life. So I reminded her to be able to, just tell yourself, at the end of the shift, I'll be able to go home to a family, to a nice house, and in good health, with no physical disabilities whatsoever, no aches or pains. And remind yourself to be grateful for that. And even if you get yelled at by patients, and if you have a bad day at work, you can still be happy. You can still look forward to going home and enjoying your favorite foods. And, basically your good health is the foundation of all things. So if you be grateful for that, then it's going to carry you through the next shift and every shift you have thereafter. So, we all experience that. Especially the first 3 years of our work experience are the hardest. But that's going to become the base, the foundation of our work, our career. And pretty soon you're going to get used to that. And when patients yell at you, you're not going to be hurt. Patients be yelling, and it's not going to bother you anymore at all. Because you have so much to look forward to, so much to be grateful for. And so we can just continue to pray for people who are experiencing hardship at that time. So continue to give thanks for your health and continue to pray for good health, because good health is the foundation of all things. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for coming, attending the Sunday service. エドナのお話とっても良かった。I remind when you listen to Edna's story, ハートがね、ポンポンって。私もmy house was so far away, so every day 走ってた。もうそうそれで私のwhen I was first grader から走ってたのとにかく遠いからfar awayだからで私の心臓はガーンとこんなに大きいの
Enlarged heart, yeah.
enlarged で always something in the applied school とか何か it's someone claim あなたのハートはビーグだよちょっとおかしいっていうか it's fineでもそして same symptom ポコポコポコポコピーンってなったり時々でもエンナが、まあ、いつ死んでもいいか、まあ、今日まで until today we are given the life ねでだからまあこのいつ死ぬんですかハートアタックで死んでもそれはもうノーリグレットっていうかonly Thank you と神様にありがとうございますって言うだけだって言ってましたけどいや、that's true それでウォーリーが一番悪いね If there is a worry 命が縮むっていうか the lifespan こうショートになるっていうねそれで心配する心で信心をせよ You have a face like a worry worrisome っていうかね、誰かこうやないかってthink about many things ね。その心、that heart 心配する心で神様に心を向ける、フェイス神様。そう、私はとても何かウォーリーだったら私のトレードマークっていうかコンコ様。とにかく何か something happen worrisome あったらいつも always コンコ様っていう天地界の神様とこうフェイスという神様だったら一番安心っていうかGod the worrisome so people not so much say コンコ様 or recall コンコ様でもこれがハビットになるねもう anytime オートマティックにコンコ様ってなるようにそうすると安心の世界だそうat ease life is ュアというか、そういう世界になりますね。で、私はそういうことで、I'm so happy something happened 奥様とこう、ありがとうそのことがとてもありがたく思います。今日は先生はワイルクの方にグランドサービスをしましたね。Before ワイル教会に14 people all got together ね。で、one by one family by one family gift。and 今は教会のチャッチメンバーズオンリーね。
Oh, good.
いや、子供さんのファミリーとか、ワイフのファミリーとか、ギフト。それで、we are wondering they can have a grand service ね。でも、head minister said yes, we're going to have. So we are so happy. We did not know that この next moment what happened ね。And then this morning just Edna opened the このツナキャン。Edna said one day ねこのNetflix なんかで見たの。
No, it was news.
ニュースかなんかで大きなツナをこのプレッシャークッカーで何か
Tuna factory.
ツナファクトリーでクックするらしいね。それでone day その大きな釜の中に人が one person work for the clean up してた。メンテナンス。それででもanother person が何か
He didn't check.
He didn't check then turn on っていうか。
Yeah, he shut the door and he turned it on.
Shut the door で turn on で焼き殺されたっていうか、burn ね。
Yeah, he
burn
died.
to die.
Yeah.
そうショックでね、人は the people many way to die ね。本当にそうショックでね、そういうこともあるんだなと思って。で、まあどういうシチュエーションでもこのホスピタル、usually ホスピタルでこのミゼラブルにこうちょっと相和でなんかもうcannot help っていうようなペーシェントいますね。でもその人たちは本当は very receiving divine blessing because people care about that and someone pay for them ね。その焼いたこのツナのキャンのようにね。でこの前そこのフリーウェイに登るときにホームレスの男の人多分なんと思うけどこのコープがありましたね。亡くなっていた。そこにこのイメージがずーっともうそうロンタイムアゴーのイメージだパーソンだけどそのコープのこのブルーシートで埋まってたのがねずーっと私の頭にあるイメージがね。それでそこを通るたびになんか涙が出るっていうかねかわいそうだなと思ってそういう死に方なぜなったんかなと思うとかわいそうでねそう思いますね。そういろんな死に方があるねピープルは。でも病院で死ぬっていうのはとてもありがたい。そしてファミリーがケアしてくださるっていうのがとてもありがたいことなんだなとこう思いますね。それでusually ペーシェントは自分のサファリングのところだけこう見てるね。ピープルがケアしてくださっていることがわからない。ちょっとあんまり頭にない、ね。でも根高教のフェイスいただいて私たちは支えられた命We are supported, sustain our life ね。by 神様、それから people、周りの surrounded people からそういうところにありがとうとこういうこのことができる。それがとてもありがたいと思いますね。だからまあ今後今日はアプリシエーションですね。だからベーシックに感謝のライフがとても大切ですね。そういうところに気づかせていただく機会。We realize that someone support us, great universe というかね。 そういうふうなところにありがとうございますというフィーリング持てばおかげになりますね。またありませんけど、一つお知らせがあります。Coming Saturday, November 18th, the third international
やつなみ。
Yasunami gathering ありますね。That is Sensei, my husband, created the gathering for spreading more widely internationally and got together to share the 喜び、この establish 本校教がスターティ、私たち立教神殿読みますね。October 21 that's a lunar calendar の date. They actually the headquarters celebrate started the Konko religion November 15. That is a solar Gregorian calendar date, the 立教神殿の date ね。それで everyone we celebrate the この立教スターティング根拠教そう皆さんどうぞアテンジョインください。サンマンせ矢野先生は一生懸命だねって言われたことが先生は何とかしてこのハワイの KMH とか何とかして根校教をスプレードしたいって思いがあっていろんなことをやってますね。そこにいっぱいいろいろありますね。それはみんな先生の思い、先生のエドミニスターの思いがソーツがこう現れたっていうかね。で、サマー先生本当に先生一生懸命だなと。で時間がある時には先生はトランスレーションしてる。根校教のターミノロジー、そのジャパニーズをイングリッシュに変えている。それ北米メインランドからいっぱいたくさん 3回もドドンドドンドドンと3タイムスしている。それをもうパパパパーッとねトランスレーションして時間の時にはいつも座ってトランスレーションしてるんですね。だから先生は黙ってるけどあんまり私みたいにピカピカ言わないけど心の中はすごくパッションというか何とかしてこのお道を広げたいという思いを持っていますね。まあそれに少しでも答えるというか We respond to his thought ね、パッションでどうぞ時間がありましたら時間もあるというか make an effort to attend ね努力してというかでこのギャザリングにジョインしてください。もうちょっとしたら in the future もうちょっとこうエクスパンドになるだろうってサマントにいややり方によってこのストラテジーにもっとエクスパンドになんていうか広がるなればいいなと思っています。ありがとうございました。Thank you for listening.